All right, next is the National Auditor in the presence of Elder Gabriel Pinasindo Pinamesea. Gabriel Pinamesea is the Polio Eyekiton, the National Welfare Secretary of INC. All right. Of course, the last but not the least, this is a very strong woman. A very strong woman. When it comes to INC, as far back as in the early 90s, I have known her as a very consistent member of INC, who has held several offices in INC. At one time, she was a regent in her kingdom in Ondo State, so she's a strong woman. And now, to serve as the National Women Affairs Secretary of INC, and her name is Princess Adesola Joyce Ebiseni, who is to serve in that office in the next 5 years. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Having done that, let me make a very brief remark. To the President of INC, High Chief McDowell Igbadiwei. Well, William Shakespeare once said, there is a pride in the affairs of men. And today, the Ijaw Nation has entrusted this position to you to serve her for the next 5 years. There are two types of footprints to leave in a place. That of a positive footprint and a negative one. And I know that as the President of INC, you will leave a lasting legacy, a positive footprint for your nation to follow. I trust in your ability and I pray that the executive will continue to collaborate with you. They will work with you to achieve the nation of our dream. So that when the President of INC is to address the nation, we want a nation and INC that everybody will stay tuned to their channels. That we want an INC president that when he speaks, the Nigerian nation will quake. That is the INC we clamor for. And I know you can do that with God Almighty helping you. Thank you once again and God bless you.
Wow, 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 wonderful job by His Royal Majesty.
Thank you. Royal Majesty for performing the ceremony on behalf of the CIFE, the Council of Ijaw Traditional Rulers and Elders of Ijaw Nation. Ladies and gentlemen, the entire Ijaw Nation is standing on her feet, and at this point, on behalf of the Eleko, I have the honor and pleasure to invite to the newest president of the entire Ijaw Nation, home and abroad, to speak to his people and by extension the entire nation. Thank you, Mr. President. Once again, congratulations.
Thank you.
Eyes on.
Well, Tamara Kulegame. Oyara Wamakuleme. Atolakwa pre, Akrobagasi, Akrobaga, Biara, Kanindoga, Wasu and Dumbili. A balloon very Tabazitum and Tababa. I'm a live line, but I say, I told them even over 5. Otidibiti. Baba Namurai. Ezaba Magafi. Ezaba Udia. Ebana mi yere ne ezaba telu amideme. Okay, I'm not going to even my fellow in the fire. Oh, Pastor! Oh, Pastor! Oh, Pastor! And His Excellency of the Governor of Delta State, His Excellency, the Governor of Delta State, His Excellency Sheriff Obrowori, Right Honorable Julius Babadam, Bondi, the House member representing Pluto Federal Constituency here present, the Speaker of Delta State House of Assembly, Right Honorable Mamadimi Dennis Guo, Dr. Dennis Pluto Otuaro, the Administrator of the Presidential Amnesty Board here present, representatives of Rivers, Ondo, Edo, and Akwa Ibom states, elders, members of the executives of the different tiers of INC, members of the Joint National Congress, youths, women, delegates, guests from across the Joint Nation and in diaspora, friends of the Joint Nation celebrating with us today, and members of the press, I greet you all with great honor and a deep sense of humility. I stand before you today with humility and gratitude. Today is a very historic day and moment in the sense that the first INC Congress, where the pioneer president, Professor Dime, was elected, was in the Western Zone. And that was in November 23, 1991. Today, history has come to stamp that the Western Zone should be the one to accommodate, to host, to celebrate the 9th INC President and the executive members. It is a historic moment in the life of our great John nation. It is a day that reminds us that leadership is not about power, but about service. Not about personal ambition, but about sacrifice for the collective destiny of our people. I am forever grateful. Thank you for the trust you have placed in me and this new executive team, and we shall not take this mandate lightly. We are forever grateful to those who have spent their hard-earned money, resources, time, and prayers towards the acceleration of this project. Notably, the Delta State government, the Speaker of the Delta State House of Assembly, the Delta State Traditional Rulers Council, Bayelsa State Traditional Rulers Council, the Traditional Rulers Council of Edo and Ondo State,